the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Today is October 27, 2021, and it's 3:02 a.m. Alright, same number of subscribers, 1,409 subscribers. Last night I put this video out. I think 6 p.m. I put it out, so not too many people knew about it. And I did put it on my community board. Who wants to see something funny? Some of you responded, some of you said no, you didn't care. So I put it out anyway because there were more people who liked it. And one thing I realized YouTube has done, all of these videos that I've already uploaded for you guys to see had green money sign. Now, yesterday, I saw that yesterday afternoon, they switched a lot of them to yellow money sign. So I had to tell them to look at them again. So they haven't responded to some of these. YouTube is something. Okay, so these were uploaded maybe some of them 2 or 3 days ago. Let's see, this one for instance, the 22nd, that's regarding, let's see, was it the same Meghan? When she talks, people listen. See, they switch it to yellow money sign, which means it's limited in terms of the amount of money I could make on it. So they went back and switch it. Sheesh. Okay. I have a lot to go with you. So let's go on Twitter, see what's going on. Okay, first tweet is this. Alright, this might be a video by itself, and then the others might be put a tag along. Once I reach 1 hour, I'm gonna create the other video. Alright, so in October 2021, Bat Sentinel Inc. launched an investigation into the negative Twitter activity concentrated on Harry and Meghan, Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Here is what we uncovered. Okay, download report here. So I didn't download the report. Alright, but let's look at some of the screenshot they're sharing. Okay, I can understand you want to be careful. Okay, that's a Twitter account that they screenshot of. Okay, I have opened this account this month so that I can openly call out the charlatan Duchess, but I have been on Twitter since 2012. Alright, so they're creating different accounts just to, you know, say negative thing about Meghan. Okay, where is that? Bonsoir, Jedi. Okay, so this part is in, the rest is in English. We had a significant hack attempt 30 minutes after we launched our initial page. Lucky for us, we are smart and nothing bad happened. Why is it? DN whatever. That's whatever name it is. Okay, if interested, please DM. Okay. Oh, I thought that was the address. Area expertise, strength of and weaknesses, what you like to do, availability, time zone. So they actually organizing people to come and what is it? To troll Meghan. What? That's what I'm getting from this. We had significant hack attempt 30 minutes after we launched our initial page. Lucky for us, we are smart and nothing bad happened. So if you're putting this out like that, so that means you're not that smart. Okay, Camp X, Central Command, CENTCOM for DNOSS, whatever the name is. Return of the Jedis. Okay, so that Jedis, okay, Jedis. Okay, wanted to be a spy, and you all wanted to be a spy. You know you did, I thought. Why not create an organized intelligence agency of your own? I love World War II stuff, so this is the direction we are going. This is us. Okay, we need to get with our respective teams, pick leaders, and then figure out where some communication overlap is between them and find those critical conduit for smooth information sharing. Okay, so what? This is probably the people who's like putting their heads together to create the negative content about Meghan. Okay, I'm not sure, but I'm just guessing. Okay, there is a lot more coming in a few minutes. Stay tuned. All right, let's see here. So I'm just going straight to all of his, because that's a threat. And if anything, I could always come. Okay, see, 128 comments, so I can't respond to all of that. Okay, Twitter data has revealed a coordinated campaign of hate against Meghan Markle. Okay, so that's regarding BuzzFeed.com. So yesterday I read something on one of my comments. Was it BuzzFeed that they were reading? If this is it, I probably will read it at a different time and then share it with you guys, because I was asking for the link. Okay, there is still more coming. Stay tuned. Inside Edition, organized troll lead and Meghan Markle online hate. Alright, so I shared this video with you. I saw some part of it. I didn't finish watch all of it. So this, I put it on my community board so you guys could go and check it out. We manually reviewed thousands of tweets, and every account in that report is breaking Twitter's rule. For example, the death of Sussex, Sussex was previously suspended and used multiple accounts to harass people. Some people have, they have some time to, I don't know, why, I don't understand. Even if you don't like somebody, why create an account just to harass them online? Okay, but anyway. Okay, the Duchess of Sussex was previously suspended and used multiple accounts to harass people. She was also actively recruiting people to join her group. Phew. Oh, and by the way, more is coming. Stay tuned. Okay, new data shows coordinate Twitter attack on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. So that's ET Canada. That's another thing here. If I come I don't know. If I have time, I'll come and read it again. Okay. Online hate targeting Prince Harry, Meghan Markle comes from small number of users, new report says. Alright, that's from Huffington Post. Was it Huffington Post again that I just saw? YouTube, BuzzFeed. Okay, so these two, I don't know. When I have time, I'll read. Okay, our research found that relatively small numbers of single-purpose anti-Meghan and Harry account created and decimated most of the hateful content on Twitter. So good to know that there isn't a natural, organic outpouring of hate against Harry and Meghan. Okay, yet the UK media tries to convince people that everyone hates the Sussexes. Why? I mean, you never know who's behind this hate account. Maybe they are being paid to do this kind of thing, so they create multiple accounts for that. So you just never know. Okay, I'm just saying. I didn't say who's behind it because nobody knows. Until they know, then we could come out and say who's behind it. Okay, the scope of the impact of this hate account is significant. This has to have been approved by someone in the firm. Okay, I didn't say it, I'm just reading. They never wanted Harry and Meghan to marry. Her dad let that slip. Okay, I think I've shared that video a while back. Their first tour was too successful and the jealousy started. I guarantee Jason Kenoff is involved in this Twitter hate campaign with palace approval. Okay, I'm just reading. Okay, a reporter from the Guardian newspaper who investigated Jason Kenoff found a few Twitter accounts by Kenoff solely for harassing and inciting hate on Meghan. This reporter asked the palace to remove the account and they did. Okay, I can remember one account, Duchess Kate, was removed for Val. What? So they know about that. Okay, I was thinking it, but I didn't want to say it, but since I'm reading it, so there it is. Okay, I guarantee he's got more out there. I'm pretty sure. Very impactful report, remembering that outside of the Sussex squad, many people don't have a clue of this Twitter supporter hate smear campaign. Well done, CB, okay, that person. Okay, please read the report. It detailed the length folks go to in order to abuse and cause havoc and chaos in the lives of others. This report confirmed that attack on Meghan were intentional and strategical. This is an astronomical problem which Twitter must solve without delay or excuses. Alright, she should have tagged Twitter here. Okay, and when she said she was the most troll person in the world, well, reporters thought she was dramatic. Okay, they perfectly know she wasn't lying. They are part of this machinery. Yep, there it is again. There's one response. Okay, they had to deny because they're part of it. Exactly. Did I respond? Because I think I've used this before. Alright, there's more response to that. Anytime Harry and Meghan make news, there is a minority of accounts that rush to post hate conspiracy theories and reply and comments on social media. They are programmed to spread hate by use of paid troll. There it is. See, that's what I thought. Bot bots and racist bigots determined to keep the royal family white. Okay, that's a thread again. Let's see this. A thread within a thread. Oh my god. Okay, to keep this. Okay, advocacy group Hope Not Hate conducted a study showing 70% tweet came from 20 accounts. Quote, the fact that such a small number of users generate such a large number of tweets suggests that the accounts were created for the purpose of producing negative content about the Duchess. Let's see this. 20 Twitter accounts responsible for 70% of the violent racist Meghan Markle tweet advocacy group says. Kensington Palace install program that will bar out use of the N-word as well as emoji weaponry. Okay, let's see here. After analyzing 5,000 anti-Meghan tweets between January and February, advocacy group Hope Not Hate told CNN that only 20 accounts were responsible for the sharing 70% of negative tweets containing abuse pictures, hashtag, and memes. CNN writes, quote, the fact that such a small number of users generate such a large number of the tweets suggests that the accounts were created by the purpose of producing negative content about the Duchess. My goodness, many of the accounts reportedly use hashtag taunting political ideologies of the British and American right, including British and MAGA. My goodness. what is it? There was that conversation going in my comment section about that they wanted Trump to win, and this is this. All right, this group of people probably associate. All right, some of these anti-Meghan accounts have been known to open up to 80 different burner accounts to create an illusion that many people share their sentiment. Okay, the Wall family has history of buying bats. Yeah, even the squad and small. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying they're doing the same kind of investigation as this guy. This is someone who's very knowledgeable in and computer thing. But some squad have shown where the location of the bats are located at. Yeah. I've shared some of these things. Whenever the squad tweet them, I've shared them with you. All right, the trends and where they located at in comparison to Harry and Meghan. All right, Harry and Meghan will be globally, but the others is concentrated in maybe one or two specific areas. So these are the bats that they be buying. All right, that's the squad who did it. But this, not that one, the one before this thread is doing the studying, really looking into it directly. All right, going after each and every single of the tweets that are talking negative about Harry and Meghan. All right, the royal family has a history of buying bats and paying trolls, as Prince Andrew did to troll Virginia Giuffre, and Prince William and Kensington Palace did to boost their Instagram numbers. Bats who will then write racist replies about Meghan and even her children. There's hashtag the war. Okay, Prince Andrew advisors asked trolls to help discredit Epstein accuser. That was Monday, January 18th, 2021. Aides to the Duke of York and his former wife contacted a woman said to be an internet troll and an apparent effort to discredit his accuser in the Jeffrey Epstein case. It has emerged. What? Did I share this before? Advisors contacted Molly Sky Brown in the hope that she had evidence that the infamous image of Prince Andrew with his arm around Virginia Giuffre had been manipulated. Okay, it was Instagram mystery. I mean, can you imagine that? They have the royal reporters at the fingertips, but yet they still not getting what they want. This is what happened. If you were a good person, you would have probably get the same kind of coverage from the squad like Harry and Meghan are doing. But you guys are so negative. People sense that. Jeez. The racist hate against Meghan Markle started immediately. It was known that she was dating Prince Harry. It got so bad that Harry released a public statement asking the press and social media trolls to stop. This was in 2016. 5 years later, and the press and trolls are still at it. Let's see here. Although online abuse isn't new to the royal couple, Prince Harry released a statement in 2016 condemning, quote, the outright sexism and racist of social media trolls, end quote, toward his then girlfriend. There is a separate insidious nature to recent attacks. But the past week has been a line crossed. His girlfriend, Meghan Markle, has been subject to a wave of abuse and harassment. Some of this has been very public. The smear on the front page of the national newspaper, the racial undertone of comment pieces, and the outright racism, the outright sexism and racism of social media trolls and web article comments. Some of it has been, let's see here, article comments. Some of it has been hidden from the public. The nightly legal battle to keep defamatory stories out of papers. Her mother having to struggle past photographers in order to get to her front door. The attempt of reporters and photographers to gain illegal entry to her home and the calls to police that follow, the substantial bribes offered by papers to ex-boyfriend, the bombardment of nearly every friend, co-worker, and loved one in her life. Okay, the thing is that, they just couldn't get dirt on Meghan. So this is the way they've done with everybody else. So anybody who have deal with the tabloid. This is the thing here. But thank God people's eyes are open. Okay, despite the fact that the royal family promises to delete and moderate racist and violent comments against Meghan, Harry, and their children, these comments are still allowed on Kensington Royal, at Clarence House, and Royal Family to this day. Alright, because what happened, I remember when I was coming across, some of the squads were hashtagging the royal family to remove the racist thing for them. But what was it? I think it was and around the time where the hashtag about was it we love Princess Diana or something like that. That's all the squad was saying. We love Princess Diana. That's around that time where the hate comment were coming under Meghan Markle, whatever they tweet about Meghan, whether it was her birthday or something like that. I forgot how that went, but I think it was around that time. The squad were pointing out how the royal family were leaving the hate comment under the thing, but they shut their comment section out when it comes to theirs. All right, it was a tweet regarding Camilla or something like that. They shut it down, but other ones they left it open. All right, despite the fact that the royal family. Okay, that's this one. Let's read that one. Oh, is that a thread within? Okay, I can't do that. Too many thread under threads. Let me go back out of that. So that's a thread within a thread. Okay, a lot of accounts that attack Harry and Meghan online also tend to tweet about Meghan and Brexit. These are accounts that will try and discredit anything Harry and Meghan do because they hate the fact that there is a non-white member of the royal family. Keep the royal family white. Okay, so I felt like I read this. Many of the accounts reportedly use hashtag touting political ideology of the British and American right, including British and MAGA. All right, Trump 2024. Okay, let's see here. Journalist Ida Amahoko did a deep dive into a hate account that are always posting hateful, racist, and bullying posts about Meghan and the rise of racist hashtag Megxit. The term Brexit rooted and xenophobia led to Megxit rooted in racism and white supremacy. Wow, I went undercover. The sinister world of Meghan Markle hate account. Ida Amahoko, June 11, 2021. So that was this year. Okay, dictionary, The Sun popularized the term, but it actually predates the couple's departure by years. It exists as a hashtag on Twitter as early as 2018, where it was used by people who dislike Meghan, the first black woman to join Britain monarchy, and did not want her to be part of the royal family, and were calling for her to leave. But guess what? If the media took on the hashtag, you never know. They could have been behind it from the beginning. You never know. Okay, so there's that. Okay, Harry and Meghan in the Oprah interview said that the hate grew exponentially after the Australian tour. There were two reasons. Harry and Meghan's popularity was threatening to some members of the royal family, and a new baby of mixed heritage was a threat to the white supremacists. I mean, these things are things that's in their head. These are crazy people. These are things that's in their head. How could they think that they could be the only one to exist? How could they think that? These are crazy mind thinking. Sheesh. Alright, trending, but the hashtag really picked up from late September to October 2018. Two key events took place at this time: the couple's tour of Australia and the Pacific Island, and the announcement of Meghan's first pregnancy. My goodness. And these are things that will make them happy. That's going to be the extension of their hate. Alright, the same thing that got them in power, that's the same thing that's going to take them out. Okay, there is a cottage and peddling anti-Meghan hate from tarot reading to the UK press favorite. Body language expert, the anti-fandom has become a money-making opportunity. Okay, alright, since then there has been constant stream of tweet, Tumblr, and Quora posts on YouTube videos expressing varying level of disdain for Meghan, from the nitpicky to the racist threatening, while some of it has come from the mainstream. Writer Julie Burchill this week revealed she had been sacked by the Telegraph for her racist tweet about Harry and Meghan's second child, Little Beth. There remain an intense and insular group which peddle hatred online. Meghan has been giving. But can you imagine if Meghan were to take the troll as at face value, thinking it's a whole bunch of people? Just think of that. Those trolls are singularly concentrated by one person, all right, and make multiple count to think, to make you believe there's a whole group of people who think this way. If she had thought of that, thinking is a lot of people, can you imagine this? All right, her leaving Harry. And this is why Harry was like, I know what I have in my hand. Whatever you guys, I'm just paraphrasing. Okay, I know what I have. But this one, he knows he got it right.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
He's not going to let it go. All right? And all this, if the palace had listened to them, all right, and did what Harry said, okay, back him up or whatever they talk about in private, okay, which I'll never know, okay? So if they had backed Harry up, okay, and stopped their freaking craziness of thinking they should be the only one, or like Harry or Meghan were planning of taking over or something like that, they will still be popular. But no, they have to go to the other way around, the hate kind of thing. Anti-Meghan content also include tarot psychic reading and speculative news analysis, body language and personality analysis video made by apparent professionals have been co-opted to bolster Meghan anti-fans. Alright, as you browse social media or bombarded by racist conspiracy theories about Prince Harry and Meghan, it's important to know that the source is either paid for bots made popular by Jason Kenoff of what? Okay, I just read that before, but there it is again. Jason Kenoff, of Kensington Palace, paid trolls making money off hate of white supremacists. Okay, I mean, if people then go dive deep into the hate thing, we will not know. Alright, so for that Jason, he probably thought that was a perfect mastermind. And then these other people, the British taxpayers are paying. This money is coming from the British taxpayers, paying to the royal family. And then the royal family is using it to do this kind of damages, making the British people as a whole look bad. Jeez. I'm just plugging thing, okay? The connection. From my understanding, I've had comment where people saying, "Oh, the public don't pay. The royal family is from some trust and all this BS kind of thing." But when you look at the connection of things, okay, it's the British people who's paying for all of this. If they had stopped giving them money and they could use their money on, health and safety and survival, food and stuff like that, they will not think to use the money for that. But since for them money grows on trees, literally money grows on trees, the people or the trees who's paying them, so they're gonna keep going. Is it not possible to just dislike someone? Yes, but when you dedicate hours of your day searching out news about them and posting racist and misogynistic comment, then the dislike is built on a foundation. For Meghan, it's racism, misogyny, and xenophobia. Okay, who is Jason Kenoff, former Prince? Okay, who is Jason Kenoff? Former Prince William Communications Secretary and promoted to CEO at the Royal Foundation. Alright, it has been noted that Jason Kenoff is to Prince William what Michael Fawcett is to Prince Charles. Jason Kenoff was William's communication secretary tasked with his media image. His go-to man was Dan Wootton. Dan was the first to spill that royal family was behind the leaks against Meghan Markle. That's a thread within a thread, so I'm just gonna play this.
Press within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press. Actually address the fact that much of the negativity towards the couple is coming from within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press.
Okay, all right. More and more people are starting to see that the orchestrated attack against Meghan Markle is targeted racist harassment to try and shape public perception. Okay, what is happening that's another thread. I'm not gonna go in. What's happening to Meghan Markle is targeted racist harassment and trolling that use misogyny to try and shape public perception of black women. Okay. All right, more and more people are finding out that these royal family fan accounts and bots will target anyone involved with Harry and Meghan. All right, let's see. Woke to a deluge from Harry and Meghan haters. Fans, I don't know. I haven't had to like my account in years, but I'm getting there now. Please take your conspiracy theories elsewhere. I work on global vaccine access. Only 4% of Africa is vaxxed and have no time for this. Okay, I remember coming across this. And I read this before. That was it around when they did when they went to New York to talk about the vaccine thing? Okay, when they went to Central Park. Okay, I hope this means Twitter is starting to take down accounts that were specifically created to start conspiracy theories, racially abuse and bully Meghan Markle. Alright, there's accounts suspended. There's that. Alright, most of these accounts that targeted Meghan would always have Kate Middleton as their PFP or bear her name. Jason Kenoff also had an account, okay, HRH Kate, that will send a troll to attack any institution working with Harry and Meghan. My goodness, if they could literally pinpoint exactly where they're coming from, I'm wondering if they could call them to court for that. Okay, who's definitely behind it? Okay, show exactly which account is doing it and explain in terms of connection how the chain of connection lead to whoever they find is really behind it. My goodness. Okay, that's because the share of IP address twitter.com and that's another thread I don't want to go to. Okay, piecing together more information on the coordinate social media attack on Harry and Meghan. I mean, all of these are thread within threads. That's a lot of really information here. Okay, let's see. Piecing together more information that coordinates social media attacks on Harry and Meghan. The dots are connecting. That's the thing that I was saying here. If they call them to court to pinpoint every single one of them. Okay, quite a number of Harry and Meghan hate accounts have been suspended all at the same time, almost as if they share an IP address. The HRH Kate was allegedly connected to Jason Kenoff, Prince William, and Kate Middleton, communication secretary at that time. So this, I think I showed it already a couple days ago. Everywhere you look, you will always find that at royal family and their staff was constantly working with the press and the hope that they could teach Meghan her place. Okay, why will a servant think they could put a duchess in her place? That's the thinking. Let's see here. Okay, the courtiers at Buckingham Palace felt the need to remind Meghan not to feel emboldened just because she recently birthed the seventh in line to the throne, and they also wanted to lay the public groundwork for their long-time strategy of denying Archie on HRH. It's well known any item regarding the royals appearing in the Times is coming directly from a source at Buck House. Okay, and since Archie's birth, the courtiers have turned more and more to that most vulnerable of British publication to smear his mothers whenever they see fit. Phew, these are the things that they've been doing for years, using the media. Okay, if some of you are new, I have a video that I talk about how the media tactic started. And this is a 2.0. That's not even 2.0. This one is on steroid. But now people's catching up and they're getting to them. They're knowing how they started. Alright, so now this is the comments of that. And then after I read this comment, I'm going to go back. Because I came on this thread not knowing it was a thread. So I finished that thread and then after I read the comment, I'm going to go back. Okay, I already noticed their tweets are worded the same. That royalty, Cuff, Vicky, a lead to wait for the Mumbles minions to tweet about Harry and Meghan's, and a royal tour that's the tabloid spin. Exactly. That's why we need to remind people who they are, so that anything they say will be seen for what it is: racist hate and propaganda. All right, and yeah, that video that I made a while back is very informative. You guys should watch it. And this is where we are now, because they've been doing it for so long. Exactly. Oh, and there's still racist comment to this day on Will and Kate's Instagram account. They are still there. Okay, facts 70%. And there's the yikes face. Okay, to them, you are garbage people living on garbage island. Okay, this was an excellent thread. Thank you. So now I'm going back to this. All right, so that's the one that the guy who's really doing the investigation, finding IPs and who's behind whatever. So I went on this not knowing this, it was a threat, even though it said it was a threat. All right, now this is the comment of it. It is absolutely wrong that under 100 accounts should be able to decimate the volume of hate and abusive trolling on Twitter. The fact that Twitter hasn't put a stop to it is mind-boggling. IP ban will fix this problem almost entirely. All right, exactly. Twitter escalated the problem by not putting the fire out 4 years ago. Okay, thanks for your extensive report. I hope Twitter and other social media platforms will do something about stopping online hate. Thank you. All right, she's thinking this is the person who did it. Okay, I'm following it. Okay, when I was 9, I started coding. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. There's some people who knows about computer. So that has to do with coding. Okay, I started coding on a Mattel Aquarius computer. I developed several products in my 20s and 30s. And then in 2018, I launched BatSentinel.com. Okay, I hope they take everyone involved down. Okay, if we follow the money who is funding these coordinate hate campaigns against the Sussexes. All right, let's see here. Okay, well, who benefit from Meghan's reputation being torn to shreds? My guess is someone in the British royal family and senior British media barons. Okay, Will and Kate. I'm just reading, okay? That is the answer. Will is so set on being king, even over his father. He hates that Harry, quote, the spare, and quote, is so beloved and admired. And as for Meghan, Will and Kate both despise that American actress is loved more than them for just being herself. Okay, the damage to Meghan's health was significant. She considered suicide, and even Nobody Like Me left Twitter and Instagram for a whole year in 2019 because I couldn't handle the hate toward her. It was everywhere, and nothing until today has changed. Meghan Markle. And this is what I've been saying to some of you who wants to be on Twitter. If you follow the right people, all right, and when you come across hate, you just block them. All right, that's what I've been doing. Okay, look into Kensington Palace being behind a lot of it. All right, Meghan, in her own word, if you know, you know, the royal family and media outlets gaslighted her and abused her some more every single time she and her husband spoke up about this, just because she was breathing. Okay, if you know, you know, there's that. Meghan Markle. Okay, I am loving this. Alright, I will never understand why someone will open an account just to hate. That's what I couldn't fathom this. I don't understand. I really don't. Okay, thank you for this report. It's clear that social media companies are profiting off of the hate and misinformation, because if they weren't, they easily could ban these small but concentrated group of hate account. It's time for the federal government to start regulating social media companies. Okay, this might go somewhere. I don't know. You know, at first you see the innocence of those kind of thing. All right. This is the same thing what I be saying. It's kids who make it popular. They're having fun and things like that. And then when those companies, all right, let's say the big companies, could be, it doesn't have to be companies that has to do with social media. It could be like, I don't know, something, I don't know, anything that has nothing to do with media. Once they find the popularity of it, so they want to target these people, that's where the thing become toxic. And then, long and behold, this is where people have to say, okay, We see a different spin on it. At first, it was so innocent, but when those adults step in and they make it toxic. All right, so this is where it has to be monitored. At first, I was against it, but now the toxicity of it, because they took a different branch of it to make it toxic, it needs to be monitored. Okay, can you see the different location of the hate account? How many are in UK, US? It will be interesting to have this info included in your report. Thank you for your word on this. What is it? Like I was saying, when the squad did the minimum kind of investigation, it concentrated in one specific, maybe one or two specific area. You know, when the hate things about Meghan, if Meghan come out with something positive, and then you see the bats come out to, to negate her truth. So they concentrate in one specific area, one or two specific area. So they're gonna make sure it's not in the UK. All right, it's gonna be where patrols or someplace else. Okay, you could easily see this is where it's coming. Okay, so let's see. First four on this carefully researched hate account list. Let's see here. Okay, 26%. Okay, they don't say sanction. You could freeze your screen and read that. I thought it was gonna say location. Alright, that's from Bat Central. Okay, what account are you? Okay, my fear is that this activity is paid campaign across Twitter and Facebook. And that was something that was going on Facebook that I came across, where it even happening in India. I didn't share that, but it was happening in India. They're showing pornography and all of that. I'm telling you, this guy with Facebook is gonna be, I don't know. No wonder why I haven't been on it. My account is still there, but I just can't. I don't feel the urge to go in it. Okay, sponsors for by disgruntled relative of Harry's. Meghan's family have no money for such. Okay, bless you, sir. Well done. My heart breaks for our Duchess. Harry was right. They wanted to make her disappear. It's the fact that it was planned, navigated, and calculated, possibly paid for, that is most alarming. Someone paid to destroy the life of another person. How awful and evil. Okay, which country are they from? And is there any way of finding out who's paying them? Okay, outstanding. Thank you for amazing work. It will be interesting to know how many IP addresses lead to the Kensington Palace tabloid and the evil sister. Well done. All right, so these are people who congratulate him. Okay, it keeps on going. All right, so let's see here. Let's do one more. That was one tweet, by the way. That was one tweet. That could take one by itself, one video. Maybe it will be after this one, because I'm 40 minutes here. Okay, stop funding hate. When Bouzy tweeted that Bat Central will be launching an investigation into anti-Sussex account on Twitter, he became the target of a full-fledged harassment campaign, unlike anything he or his team had experienced before. So that's from BuzzFeed. Twitter data has revealed coordinated campaign of hate against Meghan. A concentrated hate users drive 70% of hate content targeting Duke and Duchess of Sussex, a new analysis found. All right, let me read. How long is the comment? Okay, the comments. Okay, so let's read the comment going up, and then if I have time, I'll go into it. Okay, I'm told that in 2019, I was the most trolled person in the entire world, male or female. Now, 8 months of that, I wasn't even visible. I was on maternity leave or with a baby, but was able to just be manufactured and churned out. Okay, it's almost unsurvivable. Meghan Markle. Okay, the person behind the account who declined to provide their name told BuzzFeed News that it was created for fun. What? My goodness, it was created for fun. Wow, to tormented people. And that, quote, these things are being taken as literally and they are nothing more than jokes. Wow. And quote, imagine a psychotic monster endangers Meghan's life and saying it's a joke. My goodness. Okay, so that's probably somebody who read the thing. Okay, let's see here. Unfortunately, telling the truth can be cooked as hate. Like the old saying goes, when rivers make noise, it's because they are carrying stones. Wow, that's very interesting. Okay, there are many hateful and threatening tweets from one group called Sussex Suckers or something. It's one thing to place an opinion, but another to say, quote, "We will take care of the others," or something ridiculous later, especially about a reporter. Too many tweet irresponsibly. Okay, thank you. There's this. Okay, tag somebody. Let's see here. "I was just banned from Quora for supporting Madam Duchess. Who's behind that?" And look at the beginning of this video where I was showing you anything that says something related to Meghan, YouTube automatically put me on a blast. They want to review my video again. How is that? Okay, at first I told you there's nothing harmful about the video, but yet you okay it, and then later you decided to put it, the money sign in yellow for you to review it. And if I forgot, I have to constantly go back to some of my old videos, because when I upload it and schedule it, it was green light. And then yesterday I come across a whole bunch. Okay, there can be no possible reason for any member of the public to hate Meghan. Leave her alone. There are many reasons, however, for the public to hate what this government does. So let's use proper discourse and proper channel to criticize them. Okay, time for the world to see. Stop the coordinate attack. Okay, see, Marian Spring, need to get you guys on full time. All right, who's that? Who did you say? Okay, award-winning specialist reporter covering disinformation and social media, BBC News, BBC World News. Okay, so that's someone in the UK, a reporter in the UK. All right, they hashtagging or tagging all sort of people. Okay, these people go after anyone they say anything nice about Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is targeted. Okay, coordinate and vicious. Stop hate for profit. Meghan Markle. Okay, this is very disgusting, honestly, targeting a human being like this. And what's her name? The one I usually mention, who committed suicide. It's, this probably the same thing that was happening to her, and somewhat in a smaller scale, but still impactful for her to take her life. Okay, these trolls attack anyone who knows an ounce fairness or kindness to Meghan Markle. Right, the key question is who is driving this hate campaign. That's the thinking, is to organize, to be random. This is the question everybody wants to know. All right, thank you for sharing this story. Thanks for sharing. That's the problem with social media. Who really police those horrible content being spread? Police cannot police themselves. Police cannot police himself. All right, thanks for sharing. All right, so these are what people's thinking. Let's go on the. All right, there's the squad, Sussex squad. Stop funding hate. So she tagged some people. All right, let's see here. It was actually crazy how his comments section got in real time, but worse, on the DMs he posted. Trolls are literally fighting for their right to bully Prince Harry and especially Meghan Markle. All right, let's see here. Rose, this campaign comes from people who know how to manipulate the algorithm, manipulate Twitter, stay under the wire to avoid detection and suspension. Okay, he said this level of complexity comes from people who know how to do this stuff, who are paid to do this stuff. Wow. Yes, Madam Hate account tried to troll Mr. Bouzy and told something badly about his mother, who is not anymore in this world. Okay, so his mom has passed. This made Mr. Bouzy to take those hate accounts to his next job to expose them. Wow. They went after his mother who had passed, and that triggered this. Okay, now that gives me the reason to go. This is gonna go in the description. Okay, the link. Okay, Twitter data has revealed a coordinated campaign of hate against Meghan Markle. A concentrated set of users, 70% of the hate content targeting the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, a new analysis found. All right, let's see how long it is. Okay, it's pretty long. Maybe I'll read half of it. Okay, and then the rest you guys could finish it. Okay. Okay, Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, have long cited social media toxicity as a factor in their decision to step back from royal life. And now, an analysis of more than 114,000 tweets about the couple has revealed a coordinated campaign of targeting harassment of Meghan on Twitter, and the 83 accounts responsible for approximately 70% of the negative and often hateful content. On Twitter, on Tuesday, Twitter analytics service Bat Sentinel revealed a report examining Twitter activity related to the Sussexes and found that the majority of the hate and misinformation about the couple originated from a small group of accounts whose primary, if not sole purpose, appeared to be to tweet negatively about them. Bat Sentinel analysis also revealed a level of sophistication and coordination between the account, who used their combined, oh my god, 187,631 followers. That's a lot. Can you imagine? Each of these followers have quadruple other followers. My god, that's a lot of misinformation that will be spread. Okay, to fuel a campaign of negativity against Harry and Meghan. A Twitter spokesperson told BuzzFeed News on Tuesday that they are, quote, actively investigating the information and account referenced in this report. We will take action on accounts that violate the Twitter rules. The couple currently does not have a social media presence on any platform, neither does Archwell, their charitable foundation and production company. Meghan told Fortune in October 2020 that she hadn't been on social media in a long time. For her own self-preservation, end quote, in a January interview, Harry said that he and Meghan, quote, will revisit social media when it feels right for us, perhaps when we see more meaningful commitment to change or reform, end quote. Bat Sentinel is a crowd-funded website and browser plug-in created in 2018 to analyze activity of Twitter account and identify those that violate the platform terms of service. It evaluates an account and assigns it a score based on the likelihood that the account is either run by a bot or by someone engaging in targeted harassment, trolling, or other behavior banned by Twitter's rule. Past analysis by Bat Sentinel include the right-wing campaign to discredit the result of the 2020 American election, accounts behind COVID-19 disinformation, and online abuse toward UK football players after the team lost in the Euro 2020 final. Bat Sentinel CEO Christopher Bouzy told BuzzFeed, okay, that kind of sound the same, all right, but BuzzFeed News that this entire Meghan Twitter campaign is unlike anything he and his team have ever seen before. Wow. Okay, quote, there's no motive, end quote, he said, comparing the anti-Meghan campaign to other disinformation and harassment campaign on Twitter, such as the Stop the Steal movement to overturn the result of 2020 U.S. presidential election, or the campaign to remove actor Amber Heard from the upcoming Aquaman sequel as a result of abuse allegation made against her by ex-husband Johnny Depp. Quote, okay, are these people who hate her, is it racism? Okay, are these people who hate her, is it racism? Are they trying to hurt Harry and Meghan credibility? Your guess is as good as ours. In the report, Bat Sentinel includes example of tweets from this group of 83 users that violate Twitter's terms and services against targeting harassment. BuzzFeed News received an advanced copy of the Bat Sentinel report, and the list of users identified within it found hundreds of additional tweets that violate Twitter's rule. Twitter's term of services forbid abusers' behavior and engagement, quote, that harasses or intimidates or is otherwise intended to shame or degrade others. Okay, that's end quote. And prohibits social coordination between accounts that result in harm to others or that encourage dogpiling. Bouzy emphasized that the negative Twitter activity is not fueled by automated bot account, but real account run by humans. Wow. Quote, this campaign comes from people who knows how to manipulate the algorithm, manipulate Twitter, stay under the wire to avoid detection and suspension. He said, quote, this level of complexity comes from people who know how to do this stuff, who are paid to do this stuff. Wow. Bouzy said the user targeting Meghan and Harry are operating, quote, in a more clever way than we normally see, End quote. He said their hateful tweets are mixed in with tweets that do not violate Twitter's term of service, making this account harder for Bat Sentinel to automatically detect. Bouzy told BuzzFeed News that it's easier for this single-purpose anti-Sussex account to also avoid detection because they pair their negative content about Harry and Meghan that violate the term of service with positive comment about other members of the royal family, particularly Harry's brother and sister-in-law, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. My goodness. When you see the pattern, you could see it. I mean, if you stay behind the computer doing this for, I'm talking about Buzz here, for doing this, you see the pattern of things. Okay, for this report by Sentinel, that's who I'm talking about. Okay, by Sentinel use hashtag and specific royal or Sussex related keyword such as Harry and Meghan Markle to identify a sample group of 114,000 tweets. Wow! Bat Sentinel identified 55 quote primary accounts responsible for the vast majority of original and derivative negative content against Meghan. Another 28 users were flagged as quote secondary accounts that primarily amplified the tweet of the first group. My goodness. According to Bat Sentinel analysis, these 83 accounts are responsible for 70% of the negative hate content targeting the couple on Twitter. In the report, Bat Sentinel estimate that the accounts have a combined potential reach of at least 70 million Twitter users. Can you imagine that? That's the multiplication of those things. All right, when they send out their information. BuzzFeed News examined the timeline of these 55 primary accounts and found tweets with clear racial undertone, one calling for Meghan's death, oh my God, as well as posts claiming that she faked her pregnancy. Okay, I remember that, and that her children were either born via surrogate or not real. Quote, there's difference between free speech and literally harassment, someone, Bouzy said. The report stated that 40% of the primary account listed have been previously suspended by Twitter, and Bouzy said that most of the primary accounts engaged in behavior specifically to avoid suspension, such as making their accounts private or temporarily deactivating them only to return days later. Quote, what these accounts are doing, they're really flying under the wire. Okay, and quote, Bouzy said, quote, they're right at the edge. They're doing things our technology isn't going to catch. All right, once this primary account identify, Bat Sentinel look for accounts that will quickly share their content and identify 28 separate anti-Meghan and Harry accounts whose Twitter activity showed hundreds of retweets from accounts in the first group. Further analysis of followers' retweet mention of other interaction between these 83 identified accounts indicates a high level of coordination between them. Many of the tweets from these accounts violate Twitter's policies against coordinate harmful activities, which, among other things, prohibit accounts from encouraging their followers to engage in targeted harassment. One of the primary accounts in the list, at Dutch of Sussex, has openly recruited individuals to join an anti-Meghan and Harry intelligence agency. Okay, I think I read this within this video somewhere, either at the beginning. To, quote, and the house of Monty Shitso. My goodness. The Sussex live in Montecito, California. Okay, the person behind the account, who declined to provide their name, told BuzzFeed News that it was created, quote, for fun. This is the thing. What was it? I'm gonna step out of line here. Was it over the? We're still in the pandemic when the kids were doing things online at school last year, so they didn't really have any communication with friends. So I let them speak with one specific friend. All right. So the friend, the mom had asked me if they could chat online. I said okay because I know the mother. All right. So within those thing. When they were talking on weekends, I let my son stay late because my husband usually, either one of us are late doing something, so we let him stay late, doing things online. And one thing that happened is that that child on the other side was bring in someone else to join the chat group. And with that, they started bullying my son. So I told my son that if they doing something you don't like, tell them that you don't like it. If they persist, just get out of there. Don't go. Let them know you're not going to talk to them. And that happened a couple times. And the words that were coming out of this kid's mouth were crazy. And the thing is that I called the mom, not to talk about the negative thing, is to let her know that, what is it? They are, I didn't call, I emailed and said that I let my son stay up late at night because I'm there watching what they're doing. I don't want that person, I don't want to say who, okay? I don't want this, your child who's talking to my son at 1 a.m. online get in trouble if you have a specific time for that child to go to bed. And she responded to me in a defensive way. Like I knew she was a single mother. I don't know if she was a single mother. My focus was on exactly what I said on the tweet, that, I usually let my son stay up late because we're there. But are you allowing your child to stay up late too? She's like, I'm a single mom, this and that. I put something on the to monitor her. I see what she's doing every night. And then when they started saying all those curse words, my son called me and said, look, mom, look what they're writing. And I said, no, get off. Let them know you're leaving. You don't like the way they're talking. Just leave. I didn't even call her or email her to let her know this is what your child is saying online. Because I call you for simple things. You're saying you're monitoring your child, and then this is the word that they're saying to my child. You think I'm going to tell her that? No, I call you for a simple thing, and you become defensive. When someone else, I don't know, maybe I should have, but the way that I got from the first email become defensive instead of saying, oh, it's okay. I let her stay up all night. I'm watching her and stuff. You start telling me you're a single mom. I'm watching my child. Like I'm supposed to know you're a single mom, or like I'm saying as if she's not watching what her child is doing. That's the sense that I got from the thing. So after that, I don't even think my son talked to that child anymore. Occasionally I ask my son if you see that kid, and she said no. So these things start young. Okay, they start young. But anyway, these things are being taken as literally, and they are nothing more than jokes. Okay, quote, this primary and secondary account are pushing hate and disinformation out, and then it's being taken out by organic hate. Bourgeois said, quote, you have the ringleaders, then the second account, and then an outside network that also amplify and push a certain narrative. Remember how the squad be saying these are things that is saying online, and then the royal voters are taking those those things online on tweets and making into a story into their newspapers. They're all connected. Alright, they all connected. I remember coming from a tweet where the squad was saying it. So I'm gonna stop. I'm already an hour. Oh, so it's only this one. Okay, so let me finish it. Bouzy said that although he was aware of the campaign against Meghan before this report, the impetus for the investigation came after he shared a positive tweet about the Sussexes that resulted in him personally receiving hateful message from anti-Meghan account. When Bouzy tweeted that Bad Sentinel would be launching an investigation into anti-Sussex account on Twitter, he became the target of full-fledged harassment campaign unlike anything he or his team had experienced before, he told BuzzFeed News. While every investigation pursued by the company garnered hate tweets and sometimes even death threat, he said the targeted harassment from anti-Meghan account was different and personal. Wow. This is what happens sometimes when you hit someone in the wrong button. This is what happened. They target. I'm telling you, I hate to say this, but I think the one above, Princess Diana and Miss Miss Janet are working their magic up there, and you go after someone who does coding. You hit them in the wrong button. Okay, this is why I said maybe when Princess Diana go to Miss Janet and Miss Janet is laughing and said, you haven't seen anything. All you have to do is do this, and then this happened. All right, this troll hit Bouzy in the button and then make him go deeper into why they're doing it, instead of thinking of running away, but instead he went deeper into it because you hit the wrong button of him. All right. When Bouzy tweeted that Bat Sentinel will be launching investigation into anti-Sussex account on Twitter, he became the target of a full-fledged harassment campaign unlike anything he or his team has experienced before, he told BuzzFeed News. While every investigation, okay, I read all this, okay, it became personal. I read this. Bouzy said that account spammed his timeline and mass reported him to Twitter, encouraging their followers to do so as well, all while sharing false allegations about him and Bat Sentinel in an attempt to preemptively discredit the report findings. BuzzFeed News made a request for comment to Twitter about the account identified in this report on Monday. By Tuesday morning, 4 of 83 accounts had been suspended and 6 had made their account private, tactic that Bouzy said is often used by abusive accounts to prevent other users from reporting their tweets. This is a game they play with Twitter and they know exactly what they're doing, Bouzy said. All right, so that's the part where I guess they say something about his mother, where I read within those things. So I'll put this link in the description. All right, let's do a prayer since this one is on its own. Prayer, okay, for the truth, okay, for the truth, okay, let's say for the truth only. Let's see what popped up. All right, because we've been saying, let the blind see, all of this I've been saying. My mind is... picture is going into this, so let's do this small one here. It looks long, but let's do it. Okay, a prayer for your child to, okay, walk in truth. Okay, Lord, I come to you in the name of Jesus for my child. Okay, for all the squad, Meghan, Harry, Lily, little bit Diana, okay, all the Sussex's friend and family who's there for the truth. Okay, all of them. Okay, I pray you will give him the spirit of truth and that he will learn to operate in. May he fall in love with the truth and reject all lies the enemy tries to put into his heart and mind. Expose any stronghold that are currently within him due to a lying spirit and cleanse him from his consequences. Okay, teach him that believing a lie leads to confusion, sin, and separation from you. Give him discernment so he'll never be deceived. I pray you will always expose any lies he speaks and he will never get away with it. Allow him to feel conviction if he ever lies, to he'll confess it and repent. May he never entertain lies. Instead, let him be a person of integrity who always does the right thing and tell the truth. Thank you for all you do. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, we always will be for the truth. So that's it. So I'm going to stop now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 other tweets that I want to share with you. So it's going to be in a different video. All right, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Those who have donated, thank you. The PayPal link is in the description. Thank you for your support.